everybody. I am George Mossey. I'm here with my co-host Heather C. Last night, 90 Day Fiance, before the 90 days, season 5, episode 6 aired. So much has happened. Before we get started, Ella and Johnny were not in last night's episode. We'll catch up with them next week and find out what's going on with his visa to Singapore, which the last we heard was not approved. So we are going to have to see what goes on with them next week. So let's talk about what we did see last night. So Caleb and Alina, so they finally got the deed out of the way. It has been done. She described it as a ride on a disco stick. We didn't need any of that graphic information, but she does feel that there is chemistry between them. It's not just a friendship like she had felt in the beginning. She said now that that has happened, she feels like that there's something that could be built there. But there is a secret. You know, if you're watching 90 Day Fiance, there are secrets. She has been living with her ex. Well, she had previously been living with her ex almost up until the point of this trip, which Caleb does not know. So what do you think is going to happen? Do you think Caleb is going to understand, or do you think Caleb is going to run for the hills?
I wouldn't necessarily say he's going to run for the hills. I mean, he seems like a pretty chill person for the most part. But he also seems like the type of person that doesn't want to get like used or walked all over either. So I think he might like be caught off guard about it per se, more so than like, oh, I need to get out of Dodge. I think she probably should have disclosed that in the beginning. But I mean, especially if like he's your ex and it's no more than that, like if you're just at like roommate status, I mean, the cost of living is high. So, I mean, it's not uncommon for people to want to share the cost of living, so that way you don't have to come out of pocket. So, I mean, maybe if she just told him, by her not telling him, looks like it's more than it is. So, I don't know.
I agree. Keeping it a secret makes it seem like it's something bad. Like if you're living with someone and they're paying half the rent and you're paying the other half and you sleep in different rooms, there's nothing that needs to be kept a secret. So you're right. Keeping it a secret makes it look as though there's something more than she says. And that could be an issue.
Be honest and just tell him like it is. And then if he doesn't like it, then at least he's hurt by the truth and not lies.
I agree. So let's talk about Kim and Soulja Boy. So they were back. We missed them last week. So they're back. It's the big day, the day of the photo shoot in Tanzania for the music video Zara, which Kim is still completely unaware that this song is written about an actual woman that Soulja Boy is in love with, not just a symbolic name. So I'm really interested in knowing how she's going to take that, because she's been super honest with him, and I feel like he hasn't been very honest with her from the beginning. So I just want to know how this is going to go when he actually begins to be honest with her. How is the situation going to go? Because so far they haven't kissed, they haven't slept in the same bed. There is absolutely no signs of a relationship. All I see is a friendship.
Yeah, and that's what it's looking like. I mean, I've been rooting for her since day one. I like how much of a ride or die she is. I mean, you can tell that she's a family person. She goes hard for the ones that she loves. I mean, that's just obvious. You can tell by her character. I like that she's not afraid to like put her foot down and even tell like his people that he works with, like, hey, this is unprofessional. What are you doing? Like, whatever. Because you could tell she's like basically looking out for his well-being. I just hope that his intentions are as pure as hers are. And he's not just like, oh, free ride, free meal ticket, free PlayStation, free MacBook. Like, generally see the person who's caring about you. I hope that he feels the same way, because like even the song Zara don't look nothing like him. It look nothing like baby girl Lisa. So it's making it look like your type and what you're going after are two different things. So I hope it's just a coincidence and we're not, all thinking what America's probably thinking. But I wish him the best, and I hope that, she gets her answers next week.
I do too. And I just want to say that music video shoot was a disaster. It was unorganized. There was no electricity in the middle of his haircut. There was nobody even decided what outfits to use. That was very unprofessional. And his management team should be ashamed, guys. You got to plan better. They got there almost a week before the shoot, and did no actual preparation for the shoot. All right, let's talk about Memphis and Hamza. So after the strange and awkward bathroom scene that no one in America needed to see or hear, Hamza did decide that he wanted to hear a little bit about her past, because Memphis hadn't really told him about her past because she's really close with some of her exes or baby's fathers and things like that. And she didn't know how that was going to blow over. But she didn't even really get into that. She talked more so about her parents and how her dad was in prison for most of her life and her mom was on drugs. And Hamza really did react in a compassionate, sympathetic way, which made me feel like he genuinely cared about her. But then the next scene, we find out that he's been lying about his age. He told her that, and the weird thing, he told her that he was older. Normally, people, when they lie about their age, it's going the other direction. You want people to think you're younger. So he didn't think it was a big deal. His mother also didn't think it was a big deal. Do you think it's a big deal that he's lying to her about her age? And I want to say this. He lied to her about his age. He lied to his mother to her face about them sleeping together. And he also lied about sharing a bed. So do you think that this is a pattern, or do you think that he's just a white lie person and he doesn't realize he's lying?
I don't know. Speaking about this couple is like, it's so non-existent because she hates any type of press. So anything that we have to say about her, she's just going to fight people tooth and nail about. So I feel as though everybody has a part of them where they tell little white lies here and there. Was it a big deal that he lied about his age? Kinda. I mean, it's still within the age gap, but she is older, so that makes him 2 years even younger. I think she said 8 years. So I mean that is, quite a bit. And she said it wasn't about the age, it was more so about being honest. But she knew he wasn't being honest when he lied to his mom. So I don't know. I feel like he's probably normal. I feel like he's probably just like anybody else in the world. You cover your tracks so you get what you want and you don't get in trouble. I mean, he's young. He's still learning himself. And, there is that culture barrier, language barrier. So he might not even realize what he's doing is horrible. But, I mean, she's not very truthful herself either. So I guess they both have something to work on.
I agree. I feel like she did set the stage for him telling lies when she asked him to lie to his mother. I feel like when she set that stage, I kind of feel like she was opening the door for him to lie. And I know she probably doesn't feel that way, but when she encouraged him and actually told him, go and tell your mom and lie to her right now, that kind of set the stage of her expectation of him being honest. And sometimes when you set expectations for people, they go by that expectation. And unfortunately, she's setting an expectation that it's okay to lie about things to people when it helps. And he might take it and go a little farther with it than she intended. So I just want to see if they're actually even going to get married at this point, because she's questioning everything from his age to his college degree to if he's even honest about anything about his life at all. Has he been telling the truth at all?
I don't like them.
I don't feel like they have enough in common to make a relationship.
Together. I think that he could do better. I really do.
Okay. All right, guys, that's it for part one. We're going to come back for part two and talk about the newest couple, Ben and Mahogany, and then we're going to finish off with the rest of the couples. Thanks for joining us, guys. Last night, I was tweeting with you guys. There was over 30,000 tweets for 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. You guys came out in strong numbers. I've still got tweets that I haven't gotten to answer yet that I will get to later today. Thank you so much for joining us. I'll put my Twitter and Instagram here at the bottom. I'll talk to you guys really soon.